a kaleidoscope.
Bruh. Bruh.
Falling down, color changing.
Bruh.
Hey, traders. Welcome to episode 824 of the show. We could be doing anything on just a random Monday to some, but to others. Stock market hit all-time highs. College football national championship is in less than 3 hours. And that is pretty much why I went live early, because I want to tailgate. I mean, I'm tailgating, pre-gaming with y'all like live, so I just wanted to allot myself enough time to cover the markets, hang out, drink, chill, and then not have to rush before kickoff. So I'm going to, friends having to get together. So we're going to go check that out. LSU and Clemson. Obviously wearing purple in honor of the team I have money on, and I think we'll win. But of course, I thought Bama was going to win last year when they played Clemson, and they got destroyed. So worse than they had in like a decade or more. But Bitcoin, man, what do you want? It hasn't moved much. I don't know. I'm just screwing around. Plotted just, we have enough anchor points now, 1 and 2, and then 3. So maybe it's down sloping consolidation. There could very well be some sort of supply line right here at 8,200. We'll see. But really not that important. I mean, we could just delete it and be like, the range that we were in for 2 months, we're out of it still. We broke it. We back tested it, really fell through it, but the fall through price action was terrible for sellers, and you just had a nice resounding bounce. So, on the resounding bounce, you have not made a higher high at all. You only made a lower high, which kind of sucks. But, like the impulse up set the tone for the consolidation, so it's not dead. It's not like you're making a lower high and you're screwed, because this could very well just be the pause and the impulse where we run again to make higher highs. So why is it so loud? Oh, that's why. Man, stock market's unreal, dude. It's crazy. S&P 500 closed at all-time highs today. So strong, nearing the 1.618 gold mean ratio. So, you want to look at Bitcoin on the daily, we can. Again, like nothing's changed, right? Bitcoin volatility, it doesn't happen often. We haven't had this isn't even much of volatility. You had some to the upside, but so far it's only been a lower high than your previous high. You haven't even broken historical overhead resistance yet. What you have to do, if you want a trend reversal, if you're bullish, you got to break 8,500, then you got to stay above it for a certain amount of time, and then you got to break. You got to break to the upside again and test 9,500 and 10K. We haven't done any of that yet, so Bitcoin's still in a correction, no matter what way you look at it. Just because we had one higher low doesn't mean crap. That's great. That means more people own this asset than before, but accumulation happens all the time in downtrends. Hello, bear flags? I'm not saying that we're in a bear flag or anything. I'm just saying, right? The criteria for a trend reversal, and we have not met the criteria at all yet. Whew. Bitcoin's garbage right now. Whatever, dude. We got a long on it, patient with it, letting it do its thing. It's chopping, consolidating. Did make a higher high than the November 29th level, 78.39, and you back tested that as support, which is kind of important. That's definitely good. Right, when you break a resistance that's maybe not as powerful as 8,500, but 7,800, you can see it. We had regarded as resistance support before. And again, you went to back test it, held, and engulfed, and it was still above it. So that's all right, man. You reset the oscillators. At intraday on January 7th, we were overbought. That was the insane day where we hit 8,500, 84, 89 or whatever, and pulled back. That was when oil was pumping, gold was pumping, the S&P and Dow Jones futures were dumping, right? All that was going on. What happened, and the stat was we had not been overbought since June 27th, 2019. So we're still, when the traders settled up, we ended up not being overbought. So that drought is still there, where you hit this 60 area, 65, and you pull back. So really, at some point, you think you're overdue to be overbought again. But if you're too bearish, you'll just keep hitting 60 and dumping right back down to oversold again. So that's like what you don't want. At this point, we need to pivot and then run again and maybe get overbought versus just doing the same crap in a downtrend, right? You run up 60 to 65 and then you dump and you get oversold. So whatever on Bitcoin. S&P 500 real quick, and then we can go to the S coins, whatever, in a moment. I mean, there's some individual stocks or equities that have done brilliant today. Apple, Tesla, CGC. Did a static video on CGC. No one really watched, but go figure, right? So didn't engulf, but close enough, man. And 32.88 where he closed. 33.12 is the golden mean ratio, right? The high point to low point. It is upon you, and we're making higher highs. When we hit the 1618, will we make even lower levels of positive momentum? Every time we make higher highs, lower levels, and you keep doing this, and you get closer and closer to neutral on the highest highs. Yeah, the reversal could happen in time at this area, or it could just keep flying up. Break 3,300. I mean, there's psychological resistances. 3,350. 3,400, 3,500, you get it, right? I mean, after the 1618, there's not much we can do with Fibonacci. Just like Tesla. And Apple, for that matter. I mean, Tesla, it broke its 1618 today, exceeded it, and closed at like $524. Unreal. What's up, William Battles? I don't know, Sergio. Maybe. Maybe, dude. Like, I get you. I get why. It's not even... today wasn't a very good candle. I mean, it's not an engulfing candle or anything. It could be considered maybe a morning star, but you're not oversold, and you're barely making higher lows, just barely. So tomorrow you get another bad day. I mean, I get it, right? But I think the danger area is below 115, 114.65, right? I mean, that's a critical ice line. You can see it, historical. So that's like the danger area. Distribution is very clear, right? I mean, as the entry was pretty much around where we are, you ran up and you failed to break the neckline again. Not good. And sold off once more, just based on the fact that, hey man, there's no tumult anymore. The Iran stuff's simmering, so it's settling, it's calming, subsiding, so sell off. But you can't argue with the fact that this is, I mean, I get it, right? 2014 was awful, way back here. Well, what? Oh, sorry. I'm crazy. Yeah, oil glut. You dumped. But even, look, the overall trend is what? It's not bearish. The overall trend is bullish. And, sorry, man. I just think that you have higher lows going on. I mean, you could even make the argument neckline and left shoulder, head, right shoulder of some sort. Right? There's an impulse up and there's consolidation after it, and they're all higher lows than this low. I think that's a good sign. Not a bad thing. It's just stuck. Okay. Tesla. We're going to look at Tesla. Here it is, man. The bearish deep crab. Hit 510. Who cares? Boom. It's 529 right now, chat. It's up almost 1% after hours. Again, there's nothing above you here. We could do 550. We could plot that. I mean, but psychologically, rounded numbers. 5s and 0s. 5 zeros. So that was my area where it could be a potential reversal area, but not yet. Not yet. It's still overbought just crazy. Tesla's been technically overbought since December 13th. All right, you know what it is? It's January 13th. So for 1 literal month now, Tesla's been overbought on the daily time scale. Ludicrous. Really? I mean, how's it effing louder? Okay, so that's it, man. Now, on the way down, someone's asking what will targets be. Well, you got a gap fill, 477, 451, 431, and 419. Those are all gaps that will eventually fill whenever this run gets done. Those are all candidates for targets for downside potential. Yeah, I know. Price action been blowout, Tish, but don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you, man. You know, it's like, what's it still doing? It's still making higher lows. High to low, it's at a golden retrace, right? That's a potential reversal area, and yeah, there might be sell orders there. Clearly, that's okay though, man. It's just not Amazon's time right now. But once the capital in these markets shifts, believe me, compared to Apple and Tesla and these other high flyers, Coca-Cola hit all-time highs today too. The money will rotate into an asset like Amazon. It will break all-time highs and could moon just like the others. So yeah, I get it, man. Like, it's a patient man's game. It's a trade, dude. Your entry was down here, 1750 or so. What are you worried about? $420 gap fill. Oh, I could certainly see that being something that happens in the future. Just like I said that 400 isn't the number that you should really care about. It should be 420, which is exactly what happened. Once Tesla broke to all-time highs, broke that sell wall, you know, we had been hitting for years. You just like looked at 400, it's like, huh, we're going to 420.
Is that a joint?
That's exactly where you went. You pulled back a little bit and just kept skyrocketing afterwards. So yeah, for sure. I know it can be frustrating waiting on that, but that's hopefully why you have, you know, you're exposed to the S&P 500, which has Apple, right? Maybe tech. Yep, Beyond Meat killed it today. Another huge up day, continuing on up, impulsing up. It's the largest green candle you've seen since the buying climax. For real, dude. Largest green candle you've seen since July. And it happened to fill a gap. We said target 104.87. We're exceeding the 23% retrace from your high point to low point. We know the common retrace area between 135.97 and 175.66. So up 19% today. In 5 trading days, this asset has appreciated in value 54%. That's your Beyond Meat. Nuclear on the RSI. 82.73, matching all-time highs. That goes back to June 10th last year. Think a pullback at any time could occur, and now we filled a gap. Good for us. Now there are gaps to the downside, or a gap to the downside. So a target, when this does reverse, could end up being around 95, 91. Wow. A Bitcoin pump, dude. I don't think so, man. I mean, hey, I'm all for a Bitcoin pump. It's only good for my stream, but yeah, I don't come to expect that stuff ever. All right. And prayers for Matt 282 that was almost killed in a snowmobile accident or something. Good God. Cops and ambulance were all surprised no one was dead. Wow. Well, Matt 282, thank God, dude. You're okay, and you were able to live to tell the tale on the Discord. Thank you, man. Can you be bullish and overbought? Yeah, dude. I mean, like, assets that are extremely bullish will stay overbought for extended amount of time on the daily, right? I mean, let's go back to Bitcoin. Look at the Great FOMO. How long were we overbought? It was a long time, man. Let's go all the way back in history. I mean, just think about it here. You know, in the uptrend, you know, November 25th, 2017, we got overbought again. About a month, a little less than a month, right? Maybe 3 weeks. You know, so it happens. But, you know, in an uptrend, look how many times you get overbought. And that's like the concern here on Bitcoin right now is like, you know, we haven't been getting overbought. And in uptrends, you're often overbought over and over and over. Then you reset. Then you run again, you reset, you run again. I mean, you keep getting overbought to get not overbought, to get overbought again. So, you know. AKL's brother, happy birthday to Adam. Happy birthday. Yeah, we'll do this for you too, man. Or for him. Dang it, dude. I gotta get that synced up. No, I got this, man. I think I do. Oh, wait, no, there's another one though. Yes. Boom. Happy birthday to Adam, AKL's brother.
Bruh.
Congratulations on making it another year. Kings. There you go, dude. Above and beyond. Is anyone else tailgating, pre-gaming right now for the game? Most of y'all probably don't care about college football, but that's okay. Yeah, old Netflix figured, right? Had a weird take on it, weird look on it. Kind of the way I looked at Starbucks. Because it's like, it did what Starbucks did. It had this demand line, hit it, fell below it, and then rallied and broke back above it, back tested it as support and huge impulse up, and now hitting overhead resistance back from July 2019. Back from April 2018, March 2018. That's where you are right now. If you can break that, I think a gap will get filled at 362. If you get to that point, there's a very good chance, just because of the trend, the macro, everything's going, that you could test and break 386. But we know all-time high is way up at $422.
Is that a joint?
So you got a long way to go. And I think you are in a downtrend, like somewhat of a correction. Now, you know, until you break 360, and then you do that. Step 1, 386. Step 2, 420. Step 3, if you want to be kings again on Netflix. All right, so recovering. Look, making higher lows. This was like an 88%, 90% retrace. Value, bullish divergence on the oscillators. Look what that divergence manifested into. Much higher prices. Seller exhaustion in an uptrend, man. Take heed of it. Supply lines, demand lines, everything. What's up, TK? Brian Griffin. Hockey. Oh my God. I will care about hockey, just not today because of NCAA football. Our very own Kevin Grubb is there at the game. Just an awesome, legendary picture. Him and his Faja. Here, I'll dox him. Real quick. Doxed. Doxed. Just kidding. That's not really doxing. That's not that. All right, Steven. Con man. Breaking news, respect to TA. I don't know, man. You just gotta be careful. This one fundamentally is crazy. It's like one of the most expensive stocks that exists on the New York Stock Exchange. Like, it's triple digit PE, price to earnings. So even at an area of value, you're still paying a premium. That's okay. That's what stops are for, stop losses. All right. Gap fill 362. If you can break 338 where we are now, probably smooth sailing. I would think very smooth sailing to 362 if you break 338. That's it. You were warned. Okay. And speak of one that I was comparing this to, Starbucks. It was the way I was looking at it here too. All right. Very simple. Just a demand line, 200-day moving average, breaking back above the 200-day moving average, kind of a neckline. It was like this momentum shifting structure. You don't have to call it a rounding bottom or an inverse central. You don't have to call it either. All we need to know is the psychology of what accumulation is, right? What a high or low signifies, and that is accumulation, right? Higher lows and back tests of demand lines, horizontal lines. Look, it was like not only were you back testing an upsloping support, a demand line, you were also back testing what? A horizontal line support resistance area. It was confluent right there. And since then, you're climbing, you've gapped up. Today was pretty good, 1% up. That's it, man. I think Starbucks, we've said, hey, this one looks like it could eventually go test its all-time highs again. It's working on it. Not overbought. College football still happening? Yes, the last game. I think it's the latest game in college football history. I don't think there's ever been a college football game this late into the new year. So, history being made today. No, FYX, you weren't banned from the Discord. You were just timed out, and I don't think you had a good taste in your mouth, so you haven't come back. So, yeah, you're free to come back anytime, but just don't make... I mean, come on, dude. Like, really? I can't even, be like, oh, yeah, just let it go, dude. It's FYX. You can't be, making, really, we gotta talk about it? Suicide jokes? You just can't do that, man. It's just... bad form. There are many things you could joke about, right? That's not one thing you joke about. And then it's there are many things you can trade. So why trade Pundy coin to Bitcoin, right? Man, what I love so much about Snapchat, man, is when it broke out, it did exactly what an asset should do. It broke the supply line, back tested the supply line twice, also was confluent with a horizontal line support resistance, look left, back from May of 2018. Oh my God, down sloping and horizontal line confluence again, dude. Look at the rally. Ran all the way up to 1850, which is some sort of overhead resistance. This was a more major one, but we could never sustain prices above it. Now here we are, one more time. So look at the accumulation that appeared off the 200-day moving average. Jeez, man. So if you break this, there's a very good chance you will eventually see $20. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Much love, everyone. Glad you're on everyday $3 tip. Keep it up. I depend on you.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Oh my God. Claudio, thank you for the Ethereum Classic. Todd Mullis, thanks for the 3s. Bub, interrupting TTS Connect. All right. Let me review that. Claudio says, much love, everyone. Glad you're on every day, Mitch. Keep it up. I depend on you. Thanks, Claudio, for the Ethereum Classic. Then Todd says, 333 tip. Can you look at APPN? Yes. Sure, man. So, you are overbought on Snapchat at a critical resistance. So, those aren't normally the best, especially after a run like this. Not very good combination. So, maybe we get a pullback, a common retrace before running again, breaking this overhead resistance that you've developed. Okay, so high risk right now for a long, just because look at the move you've already had. You know, from October to now, it's been, you know, almost straight up. So I don't know, man. When you're at overhead resistance, you don't want to be overbought. You normally want to be at like 60 or something, because, you know, when you do break out to the next resistance, you know, you want to have room to run. And if you're already at 77, you think, oh man, just how do you get to $20 when you're already almost at 80 on the RSI on the daily? So you might want to wait for it to cool off, maybe create a bull flag or something, or a pennant, and play that while this oscillator resets. Okay, but the momentum shifted beautifully. Really got to like it. Like, you sold off from your low point to high point 38% of the way. So market participants saw value there. Said, hey, at 38% sale on snaps, all I need for the next run. They reaccumulated. Boom. Run again. That's it. Meh. How would look at this? Easy like that. All right. So APPN, Appian Corporation, requested by Todd, up 11.39% today. What happened? Well, as of Friday, finally, for real, broke above major historical overhead resistance January 2018, June of 2018. You broke it, indecision candle, and just huge impulse up today. Nearing resistance, overhead resistance, $50 is going to be a big one, man. Going to be tough to break that, especially when you're overbought, right? So it could just keep climbing, but you know, there's multiple ways to look at it. So this thing sold off and hit the demand line, right? If you just plot here, you can see it. And also, at the same time, when you were doing this, you hit the demand line. This is beautiful. It's like you were kind of diverging. RSI wasn't making lower lows, wasn't converging, was definitely kind of in a way diverging. So if you show divergence at a demand line, that's a good combination. Very good combination to take along, especially if the trend's overall bullish, which this is. IPO'd back in May of 2017. So break $50. There's a gap fill at like $58. That's it. I mean, we could plot all kinds of stuff. We could do a downtrend. You know, you broke out of that. Like, it's a 1 and 2. You broke out, right? I mean, I don't have to, but I can just plot a channel or something. Right, you broke out. It was almost like a wedge, but no big deal. Once you broke it, you know, you didn't immediately run to the upside. You sold off just to hit that demand line, and then you were off to the races. Wonderful. Yes, PayPal did big things today. Absolutely. Hope you're long on it. You were warned. Just like CGC, if you saw the static video, that was kind of hilarious the way I said it. Did the same thing on PayPal like a week or two ago. Maybe 3 weeks ago. And thanks for the 359 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that build that sub, I guess. Right? Whatever. I'm just tailgating. I'm pre-gaming. This is like a Saturday for me. Okay? I'm very excited about the game tonight. That's why I'm here live early. I should be technically going live in 6 minutes, but decided to go, again, live early. So, potential target eventually, if you can break 50, which is definitely a big if. If you break 50, real good chance you're probably going to see $58. Oh god, pee-pee poo-poo's back, dude. What the heck, dude? FYX, you're too young to be getting high on anything except life. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go to PayPal now because I want to. Because this is a trade I'm in, and it well, I mean, you had time. I mean, we were talking about like this for real. You know, was right around mid-December, or hey man, you had broken an ascending triangle. It looks like it chopped around for a while. Big bullish engulfing candle on January 6th, and it's gone up nearly $10 since then, up 2% today. And guess what it did? Well, it's not like this chart's changed. It hit 115.46, a gap fill like to Jesus man, and actually closed the day right below it. So, Volkowski.
What's up, Mitch? Which Tiger is victorious tonight?
Well, I mean, you know, we're talking about the two best teams in college football this year, so it's never easy to guess that. But my inclination, just based on what I've seen all year, is I think LSU will win. A close one, maybe. And I say close one because my line, most of the money I bet, has LSU plus 1.5. That means they could lose the game by 1 point, and I still cover by half a point. So, for me, it's just a pick 'em. Other people, I think, would have, if they took LSU, they'd have to give it -5 or something, which isn't as near as generous in a championship game. So, just, again, man, Burrow is special. I think he quite possibly could have had the absolute best season of any quarterback that's ever walked in college football this year. He broke a record. Do you hear me? He broke a college football record for the most passing touchdowns in a playoff game. Even though we know it was Oklahoma, trash defense. They were there by default. They probably shouldn't have been there. You know, I mean, come on, dude. Thanks Tua for being a glass cannon and breaking your hip again, or messing up your ankle, both ankles, and then breaking your hip. Like, good God, freaking glass cannon. He's going pro, so get paid while you can. But,
Cheers for the tips on PayPal and CGC. Spin that wheel.
Bruh.
You want it, Adrian? Why not, man? Tailgate. I don't give a F today. This is just one of those, hey, you work. If I work 7 days a week, I get to pick my weekend days, right? I've reserved this day. January 13th is my weekend. So, but I'm still working, man. Okay, we'll do it. Keep the party fun, right? Give me a sec. Beal Aaron? Y'all got no chance though on the wheel, okay? I feel really lucky, so it's just not gonna happen. You won't touch me. It'll be probably spinner drinks on this one. Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. I told you, man. I'm feeling lucky today. Feeling real lucky. good God, I mean, if you're just like a stock market participant, check your portfolio. It's pretty fantastic. Your retirement even matters. So guess what, Adrian A? Get wrecked, dude. You drink, dude. Okay. How many years? I think it's 6 years now, maybe. 6th year. Started in 2013, I think. I mean, this is the first year Alabama wasn't in the playoff, too. And it only took our literal quarterback breaking his hip to a scrub Mississippi State team. You shouldn't be scared, Drew Martin.
Joe Burrow has thrown more TDs in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in 2019 than Matt Ryan. Burrow has 11 and Ryan had 8. It's not close.
Bruh.
Well, thanks for adding to my argument, reinforcing my argument, man. Just stacking it, dude. Thank you, man, for the 3s, Todd. Very cool. Yeah, I was looking at a Lululemon today. Michigan Crypto Girl was talking about it. That's stupid. You have to look at it in log scale to really see what it's doing. I mean, again, stupid's the word. So I just chose 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom and just 1 on the top, really. And you can see it's just been hitting that heart line, running on up. But look out, zoom out and see, you know, hey, look. It dumped, but then rallied, you know. It was terrible IPO. Very bad. I mean, this thing, think about it, chat. At one point, the global financial crisis, Lululemon, hit $2.18 all-time lows, but then recovered March of 2010. In 1 year, it had recovered, and it was at $15.26, and then never really stopped until 2012, and then bullish range, beautiful range developed, but in the range, look at the accumulation. Composite man at work. Learn to read the charts. A low, a higher low, a higher low, a sell wall. It wasn't technically an ascending triangle, but mother of God, if it wasn't the same sort of psychology behind it. And once you really broke this $82 area, you were gone, man. Okay, and that breakout really started in March 2018. Bad times for crypto. Bad times for Bitcoin. Okay, there's your Lululemon. RJ, man, how's Litecoin looking? All you have to do is do the Bitcoin analysis, and that gives you the answer for Litecoin. What's up with the super chat? Dazzy Boy, I don't do super chat because I feel like it's trash and bullcrap. If you want to tip me, I mean, do you like that Google and YouTube take 30% and then the government takes 30% from me? Yes. So by the time the money actually is done and gets to me, I get less than half the money you tip me if we go with super chat. So I turned super chat off because it's a literal ripoff. Okay, that's why. So if you want to tip me, you can tip me, and there's a link in the description below, Stream Elements or 1UpCoin for crypto, if you're so inclined. And Wheel Spin is on, I guess, since it's National Championship Monday. That's like $10 if you want me to get wrecked. Okay, so yeah, all-time highs today, $245, up 4.4 effing %. Yeah, we can look at it, man. I mean, yeah, it certainly broke out of its downtrend. Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna ask y'all. What is the major overhead resistance that Litecoin has to break and hold above, and then run again before its trend truly reverses? I'm gonna ask y'all. You tell me. What is it? What price for a potential reversal that we have to have? Evidently, Kanatomo, man, I don't know how or why. And yeah, it is. It really is kind of amazing. Getting a beer. Hold on, so you can answer. Y'all got the gist. Good. Very good. Yeah, $64.75, $65. That is, look, you know, remember, the historical resistances are very important and they play a role all the time, as we've seen on Bitcoin. What can be the most important, though, is when you are in a downtrend, the structure is there. You can see it. The supply line, the demand line. So the major discernible swing high on a daily time scale in the structure, the previous one we had, you can clearly see it at $65 right there. That's the only way Litecoin will have a trend reversal and go to the upside. Like right now, we're just making common scrub retraces for real, like a high to low. You can just eyeball it and see we're around a 50% retrace. So, dude, you are not bullish at all on Litecoin. It is just retracing to the upside right now, okay? If Bitcoin's to dump to go to lower prices, Litecoin's going with it, and the downtrend will continue. Even though you did break out, you broke the supply line, it's just not going to be enough, man, okay? $65 is it. That's a long way away. That's how, like, bad the selling's been on Litecoin. That's how little demand this asset's had. Sorry. Okay, got my beer open. Let's go. OTC, 358,000 volume. Terrible, dude. I mean, like, I get it, but it almost just looks like a bear flag, like bearish consolidation. Right? I know we're a nice line here, but this isn't, I mean, it might be deep enough. Like, where the do I even, it's too low a volume for something that I would prefer. Should I use this wick? Probably not. Probably this right here. The high point, and, you know, 78% retrace. Yeah, your value areas. There's accumulation going on, but, I don't know, man. That's a nasty. Look at the volume there. I don't trust this at all. I would probably wait for 116 or go with an asset that doesn't look like this crap. Okay, I don't know what Kushco Holdings is. Sounds like marijuana. Yeah, dude. Higher lows, but lower highs. Price contraction, a neutral pattern, and a bearish trend, I guess. Right? I mean, it's overall bullish for now, but again, this could go down to 100%, 88% retrace. So I don't know what the heck kind of consolidation this is right now. Price contraction, that's all I can tell you. It's all over the place, man. And that's what happens with low volume S coins, dude. Like, how do you even go with it? I mean, everything you plot, oh, we broke out, man. But no, now you just adjust and it's that, like that. Nearing the apex, whatever. Okay, that's all I got. You measure move. You want 100% measure move the upsides? And there's so much white space anyway, dude. This probably ain't even a valid pattern. Oh, I got him in log scale. Go F myself. Oh, you're dang, man. Okay, not in log. Now this changes things a little bit. You're at value areas for sure. All right, measure move the upside puts you 245. Measure move the downside Puts you at 58 cents. So, neutral pattern, man. After this, I don't know. I like the 886. I like where it is. How it's like a 90+% retrace from the lowest point.
Bruh.
What's goody, my dude? Hope your Monday is starting the week off right.
Oh, certainly, Dan Deef. Certainly. Stock market all-time highs. College Bowl championship tonight. Less than 2 hours now. Starting to pour down rain again for like the 6th day in a row. I don't even know, man. And I've got all this water damage. My lamps, my gas lamps broken outside. Good God. Okay, so that's pretty much once this breaks where it could go. 246 or 58 pennies. That's disgusting selling and on extremely high volume. Very bad. Wow. I'm about to have to go like put some towels next to this area where there's this rot and water's leaking into my house. Oh my God. Do Patreon signups count towards the wheel? I guess, Adam. Sure. Yeah. Why not? I mean, that's absolutely something that can be real. Yeah. Bandif. Is it Bandif? Well, I'm waiting on recent events. Not like. Yeah, Dan Deef. Thank you for the Bitcoin contribution. Much love, man. Would it be unwise to buy a Roku call in the morning? Yeah, I don't know, man. That one, I know what patrons are looking at on that one. It's like this huge uptrend. Yeah, this is just a long-term idea. I don't know. Didn't save. Let me clean it up for you a little bit. So what are they looking at exactly? Parabola was broken, but then look at the rally up to it. That's the attempted rally, though. We see that all the time. All right, so they were doing like how they have it. Is that a joy? Let the big body hop in the chat. Oh my God.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Let's go, Peabody, man. Let's go. Thanks for rejoining the Patreon, man. Much love. All right. We'll do the spin. Spin to win. All right, social. Damn, it's too loud. I gotta turn it down. Would I get wrecked? I don't know. I mean, it has to like pop up like that, right? So, no, we good, man. We good. It's Roku. What were they saying, man? Okay, they were looking at it like that. All right, so they were just doing this. Like 1, 2. Pretty much like that. I mean, going up there and you can see it. It's pretty good. There's no divergence though. Yeah, and they also had this plotted too. I mean, yeah, there's clearly a supply line or something going on right there. But you can see, like, look, you sell off again, and like, it's like you're barely selling off. And so you're just getting closer and closer to that demand line. And Lululemon hit, no, it wasn't Lululemon, it was Ulta that hit its demand line and popped for the most part. And so Roku is near it. I mean, 124, you're about $10 away from it. But look, I mean, you were pennies off. You were like maybe $1 or $2 off here before you ran again. Like, you didn't technically hit it if you had this trend line here. You were so close. So what's the most important thing right now? Well, then the most important thing is probably breaking the supply line here around 137. You break that. Each overhead resistance, I mean, each high is going to be resistant 143, 148, 150, but there's a gap fill that could be filled if this is getting so close to the demand line again, and the bull trend is to continue. There's a gap fill way up at like 160 that will eventually probably get filled. Okay, just like here, look, you gap down, but eventually rallied and filled the gap. Look, gap fill, here's a gap, gap eventually filled. This gap didn't fill. Too bullish, too strong, too much demand. Overall uptrend, which is very, very good, man. That's it. Yeah, Ken, it's a great idea, man. And that is a shout out to Element OP or Chargers, whatever. Coming up with that idea, being smart and looking at the demand line and how close we effing are to it. What does it tell you? There's a little contraction, where you got upsloping support and downsloping resistance. Trap Lord. Kelly, man, what's up, dude? Thanks for the sub. First sub ever. Much love, dude. There's Thunder. Sweet. Cinnamon coffee? What, Wayne? Are you talking about? No, Peabody. No chug. Not this time, buddy. Firefox, is that me, dude? Oh, boy. Dang, dude. Legendary Thunder outside. Ah, nice. Yeah, and moving. Dude, someone, a patron was even like, oh, I was thinking about shorting Ulta. Should I? I'm like, no way. No way based on the trend, right? Y'all remember that? I can pull it up. We can just look at it. The combo. Ulta. Oh, yeah. Phil himself was asking about an Ulta short. No, maybe not. Let's see. Let's go to this. No, it wasn't him. He was like saying maybe not a good idea. Yeah, someone was saying Ulta range bound, Class A bearish divergence on top of range.
New sub spin.
Bruh.
Yeah, new sub's been hype in the chat, man. Imagine I get a new sub. Hey, I wouldn't even get drunk if I ever did new sub. For every new sub I spin, I still wouldn't even get close to being drunk, right? Every stream now. The way YouTube algos changed in June of 2019. It's been dead for every crypto influencer and many others. It's not just crypto. It's like the whole, dude, YouTube don't want people getting big anymore. They just don't. So they don't let that happen. Because they know what kind of power it gives influencers. New Will spin high, Adrian, man. Let's go. Get wrecked, Adrian. Oh my god, dude. Get wrecked.
Bruh.
Guzz in the chat for Adrian. Thank you, dude. Sorry, man. Okay, so it was like, is it good for a short? And Phil's like, no, Mitch has an Ulta chart in the unofficial section. Scroll a bit. And I said, last Thursday, I wouldn't be shorting Ulta based on the long-term uptrend and where we are in it. And that's it. And hopefully, I swear to God, I hope he was like, I will take heed of what Mitch said to not short it, because look here, listen, dude, the demand line, and it's pumping. Sorry, Adrian, dude. We will get to this, man. Do I think Bitcoin will break to the upside or downside today? No, there's no way of knowing. I'm trading Bitcoin on the daily time scale, so it's just consolidating right now. Yes, it's broken out of the range. It's stayed above the range, but it's not making higher highs from its previous high from last Monday or Tuesday or whatever. So every time I get a new sub, we go crazy with fireworks. Yeah, dude, totally, man. So no, man, anytime you're in an overall uptrend for years and you get here, just because you break out, it doesn't matter. Remember what I'm trying to teach over and over every day is like, just because you break a trend line, that's not the most important thing. What is most important is the follow through price action after, which you clearly see we rounded out, ran up, dumped again. Look, kind of double bottomed. Look at these stupid amount of divergence, like ludicrous level of divergence. Class B, low, same low, much higher levels relative strength. Look at the almost inexistent negative momentum on the same low. That is extreme seller fatigue at the bottom of an uptrend. And look where you are now. So where are we now? We're at a overhead resistance from August 2016. After that, you're gonna see 290. That's a resistance. September 2018. After that, though, no resistance till 315. But then there's a gap to fill. Oh my God, it's so high. 336. I just don't know if you'll fill a gap. This could have been a very well a breakaway gap, but dang, dude, tough to be a breakaway gap when you can't fall out of the channel. Too much demand on this upslipping support. My God. Okay. That's it, dude. Ulta Connect. Nicholas, I have no idea, man. That's a good question, though. You see live streams are seen a lot quicker. Todd, what does that even mean, dude? Don't even know. The poor Gug guy. I wonder how he's doing now, Mr. Schnitzel. That's a great question. I mean, he's probably, hopefully, gotten away from assets, equities, trading, and maybe working on his own life. He's a very young guy, so like, there's many things you need to master in your life, right? I mean, dang, dude, the male brain doesn't finish physically developing till the age of 24. So what does that tell you, dude? Can't be that young, man, making mistakes like that. It's crazy. Always flexing, he's back, man. Dude, thanks again for all the support, dude. Supporting the team. And really, really grateful for all the patrons. Every month, man. Y'all are incredible, and y'all keep this show rolling. And I just can't express my gratitude. Okay. Thank y'all. How many do I need to 21,607? It's embarrassing, dude. It's probably like 3 or something. No, I still need 5. I've needed 5 for like a week, dude. I got to 21,599 and then dumped to like 5,000 or to 21,589. Probably the Ripple people, XRP people. And, you know, in the past like 5 days, I've gained 0 subs. Did a static video today, 0 subs. Lost 2 subs based on, it's like when I post a static video, I lose subs. So it's like, I don't even know, it's stupid probably to post static videos now because it just pisses people off. They get notified. They're like, I don't care about this stuff. I'm unsubbing. And it's like, damn, dude, like, really? That's right, Mark a lot. He should be paying off that debt. Savings on pregame, go figure, man. He is king. Ugh. Oh, Bitcoin, 8,125. I mean, it's pretty much the market for Bitcoin's been closed for the past 3 days. I mean, it's pretty much not moved at all. It's like dead market right now for Bitcoin. Closed market. No one's trading it. Not really. I love it. Kevin Grubb posted his seats at the national championship game and the unofficial setup discussions. Okay, he's implying that it's an unofficial trade setup, this national championship game. All right, man. Dude, chat, are y'all 382 of y'all? Y'all really gonna let the dislike troll give me 25 dislikes? I don't even have 200 likes. Really? Y'all are letting one loser dwelling in a basement beat y'all. Like, that's pretty much what's happening right now. Wow. Okay. Nvidia, 52 week highs. Killing it, man. Just gone. Gap filled, 231. Once you filled it, you eventually back tested it, and you ran again. 786 looms at 257, and then a high to low, 88% retrace at 273.99. But there is another gap fill at 265.76. So working on it. As you can see, the increased demand continues as we've legged up once more, and it all started here. Your first higher, real higher low. I know you had the inverse head and shoulders where it played out, but then dumped. Look. Demand increased again, and now demand is going insane. It's wildin', as some would say. Nvidia's wildin'. Can we report the scrub for dislike? No. What'll happen is the idiot, I don't even know like what happens, but lately this guy's just been like obsessed with me, and once the video gets done processing, like 10 to 15 of the dislikes just disappear. They always go away. None of my likes go away, only the dislikes go away. It's weird. It's like they think they're accomplishing something. It's like, dude, I'm literally making a living, living the dream, and they're in here wasting their time. I mean, that's a sad existence, dude, right?
Bruh.
Quick TA on CCC line, please.
Are we talking about long table group limited? It's gotta be, I think. Has to be. CCC long. What the? Well, I only see long table group limited and long Lagino and Cardinal. I don't see the CCC. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. There are only two LONs that I can find. Australian Stock Exchange. Okay, just please bat me up. I'll do a wheel spin in the mid, since that was like $10. It's cool, man. Close. Ashley, you certainly can. So I'm just, I don't want to, like, you don't even want to look at this. You will be sick if you look at long table group limited on the Australian Stock Exchange. You just don't, I don't even know the volume on it. The volume's 46,000. No thanks, man. I would never touch this crap, but I just need to know what you mean. We already looked at Beyond Meat, Easy Escapes. Computer Center. Ion, Gary? I remember this. I think I looked at it before, but I don't think I can find it.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
How about static videos about the topics you will go through on the stream for the day, in addition to the regular static videos? Maybe that can help retain subs? I watch almost every stream in static video. I respect the TA.
No way, dude. I'm not going to do a preview to my live stream because it's all improv. I mean, for the most part. I mean, people do requests. Who knows? Sometimes people tip me before the stream starts with a request, right? So, like, that would derail everything. So, no, I'm not going to do static video previews for live streams. That's weird. It's a waste of my time. Like, that's not going to get me any new subs. Sorry. I mean, I know you're trying to help, man. It's just like, I'm in a niche market. And guess what, dude? The high majority of people that exist on this planet don't give a living crap about making money or investing in themselves. Just care about, I don't even know, dude, cat pictures and Badlands chugs. Okay. Well, London Stock Exchange. Why the can't I find it? LON or ION? I'm having issues, dude. Dude, I just can't find it, man. Like, I'm looking. LON? Yeah, I got LO. Look, let me show you, dude. Like, I'm not, like, scamming, dude. It's like, look, dude, LON. Like you asked, right? This is it. These are the only two. And then there's no LON after. Like, none. It's all long something. Excuse me. My God. Right? So you like, give me a hand here. What you're requesting doesn't exist right here. I need more clickbait. No, I don't even think clickbait really does anything. Another channel does live preview vids. You never watch them. Boom. There you go. Exactly. Case in point. Fortnite charting thumbnail, dude. Yeah. CCC is the company. Okay. Oh my God, dude. I think I'm stupid, dude. Thank you, man. Oh, there it is. Computers and all that. Oh my God, look how that played out. I knew I'd looked at it before. I'm like, what the are you talking about, dude? Okay, so whoa. What's? Let me get rid of the right fibs here. Beautiful. Okay, so like, what happened? Really? A bullish bat pattern played out, but the overall trend is up. So what does that mean? You sold off respective targets and you rallied, and now you hit a 1272 fib extension. You were overbought. You weren't diverging or anything. You just overbought and you sold off. But when you've sold off, you're resetting the oscillators. You're finally starting to wane a little bit on the negative Momo. All-time highs up here. This was all-time highs from July 2018. You finally broke it, man. So good stuff. The pattern played out beautifully. Hype in the chat for freaking bearish bats doing things. It was, you know, off by like whatever. I mean, 88.4. Give me a break, dude. So you would think eventually a decent back test could be right here. We could see 1631. If you could touch that, maybe if that holds, that might be an entry for a long to run to the higher prices. Because your like impulse retracing will get an attempted rally at some point. Could be starting now, or it could sell off again. But you really want to stay above 1630 because that's your previous all-time highs. And Nike did the same thing where it broke it, diverged, whatever, sold off, finally hit this previous all-time high, and then ran again to all-time highs. Okay. Very cool. Sorry, Super Cat and Gary. Yeah, what's up, Boogers guy? Easy escapes. Link. Not much going on today. Yeah, down 2%. You know, whatever. It's the same thing. Same old. Where it hit the beginning of the profit taking level area, right? You know, you hit the. It's like an 88% retrace, 1414 fib extension, and kind of like lulled there for like a week or a little over a week, and then converged from divergence to convergence and broke to the upside. Hit the 200-day moving average and no higher. You know, you're really struggling there, man. You see that it was used as support before running again. Now it's being used once, twice as a resistance. Not really good. So you think a high. Lower high again. You don't want to be doing that. All right, but just simply if we're talking about a harmonic pattern, This was the PCZ. Yes, you fell below it, but where the trader settled up was right at it. You know, not forget the wick. Look at the candle closes. That's very important and very significant. And I do hold a lot of weight on candle closes, where some people don't. Some people are obsessed with wicks, and it's like that's not at all where traders settled up that to close the day. So that's why. And look, you ran up. Secondary target is 255. Haven't seen that yet. And you never even got overbought. You haven't even been overbought technically since November of 2019. All right. So you're just resetting. You probably were overbought on the 4 hour, 60 minute. You sell off, you flag or something. Hopefully you can run again. Whatever, man. Mine crypto with Minecraft. Oh my god, dude. I can't. I do not want to bring in any children into this stream. They'll just get banned and just put stress on my mods. Actually, that's exactly how I'll go from having 28 dislikes this stream to 60 dislikes next stream if I do that. Because it's clearly disingenuous. It's not real. Anyone would see through. It's clickbait. I don't know. I mean, like, I get it. You got to play the stupid scrub loser game. I get that. But I just don't want to play that. I hate that. Alright, let's just do this because I forgot. Look on the AIDS. I'm going to go, man. Go big one. Oh my god, Bitcoin hasn't moved in like 3 days. Who cares? Wow, dude. Everyone's so excited. Nothing to look at. Alright, man. So, daily close is in less than 30 minutes now. Trying to stick around with you for that daily candle close, and I'm trying to be less sober than I am right now by the time that happens. So, again, this is a special day for people who care about college football at all, which millions of people do care about it. And I know a lot of people in crypto don't give a crap about college football, but that's okay, man. It's just a special day. Easy skips. I don't even know if those people exist, man. I don't know, dude. Some people that even think they know what they're talking about with trading and technical analysis, man. Some of those people are the most pompous, elitist people I've ever seen or met in my life, dude. Clemson and LSU, TK. Yeah, wait for volatility. Okay, I'll wait, dude. Give me 6 more months, and then we'll see volatility on Bitcoin again. Okay, cab up. Yeah, Jesse, that's it. I have an accountant, Tom. Your last name was Sin, so it was like Ton. Thompson. There it is, dude. What are you talking about, Schnitzel, man? Damn, it's completely wrong. Not even the right chart. What? Dude, what are you talking about? CCC? Computer Center? That is the right chart. London Stock Exchange. I'd analyzed it before. A Illini fan cheering for Clemson. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are cheering for Clemson. I'm just not. Like, it's not even about who I cheer for. It's just who I bet on, who I have money on. So if I didn't have money on it, I wouldn't be wearing this shirt, okay? I'd be wearing black and Morning of Bama. What's up, 6? Oh, Harley Kings, man. I mean, there's a lot of books. Go to my Discord and go to the educational resources tab, and there are plenty of recommendations on books to read if you want to get better at trading and stuff. Educational resources. Utilize it. Everyone in here. Join our Discord.
Mitch, did you see the ridiculous electric Hummer that GM is planning? Do you think they are terrified of Tesla?
No, I think they're just trying to adapt, pivot and adapt, because they're a company, capitalism. If you don't adapt, you die. And why did you turn my lights off, dude? What are you doing, man? Yeah, and I think the move up was... Wow. I'm sure they are, dude. Like, it's like everyone. This is exactly why Tesla isn't bad. This is exactly why, dude. Because it's like... What they've done, they've revolutionized the industry. You know, Tesla's like the #1 car company in America now. I mean, hey, dude, you've been around for over 100 years. You and Ford have been kings. But now there's another company coming around with a different energy source that drives these vehicles. Yeah, you're sure as heck gonna try to do what they're doing. It's the future, man. I mean, that's why the government subsidized Tesla for so long. They're not doing it anymore, really. But, I mean, that's the government. Fortunately, the government finally did something right, where they're like, okay, we do not want to be on this Middle East effing oil anymore. We want to shift somewhere that's not using fossil fuel, that's finite, that eventually we would run out at some point way down the line in the future. So, yeah, electricity. So we'll go with that. Yeah, so we'll subsidize that and try to make that a thing. And Tesla's starting to do things, right? Electric Hummer, dude. Infrastructure is a big deal, though. Look for infrastructure companies, you know, that are, I don't know, I mean, creating, I mean, maybe it's Tesla themselves creating the infrastructure. But electricity itself, like, how do we, if this is the way the vehicle sector is shifting, how do we get in on it? Right, besides owning Tesla, you know, what is the energy that Tesla uses? Electricity. Well, is that going to go up in price, or is that just fine, infinite, where we can just provide so much of it? Yeah, a lot of gaps, GT. Way more than 255, 255, 420, man, all the way down with their gap, man. What I think about it, I think they will all be filled. Most of them will be filled in time. A lot of them, anyway. This is a run that cannot be sustained, and we will have a very, very disgusting rug pull in time. But even when the rug pulls, it could end up being a higher low and run again. This market's wild. We're witnessing the beginning of the end. Like, this is maybe the last big run hoorah we're going to get before the end. Saw that, Ben, but I was kind of confused. I'm like, options announced. It's good and bad, I guess. It's great. Hey, man, the derivatives market is maturing in the crypto space, but dude, derivatives are already, and they're inherently the bad guy to spot price. You know that I think over 50% of trading done is via derivatives now in the crypto market. Or it's like 50% of all trading. Yeah, it like the amount of money traded in contracts, not spot price, is like 50% now. It's a lot from what I read. So again, it's like good, but it's also bad too, because any kind of derivative, there's a finite amount of money that exists, right? Haha, we can make a joke about that because of the printing and stuff, but in the end, it's still very real. And if you're creating more contracts, more ways to take that money that won't go into spot price and will go into a contract for the spot price, then that's not necessarily a good thing for spot price. Long right now are been long since 72.50 in my, you know, like on the trade. It's a position swing trade. Got in on the bullish engulfing candle, the second signal. This was the first signal, but it wasn't enough. This was this was the second signal engulfing on a back test of a historical horizontal line support. Shorting the reticular, falls on his face. I mean, not per se. Like, I would like to see a trend reversal, a true one. And you know, we have to get, like, when you're looking for the end of an entire cycle, we have to have a crash. A crash is going to suck, but it's going to be like Bitcoin in a way, where, you know, you have a crash, and then you rally. And it's the buyers attempting to propel this price up to all-time highs. They fail. The dumpening starts again, lower highs, lower lows. They try again, fail. They try again, double top, fail, dump again. So you'd be looking for assets on their rally, maybe, because what's happening right now on the stock market is these assets that are hitting these 1618 major fib extensions, they got all this bearish divergence. The macro is so strong right now that it can't play out. It's not playing out, and if it does, it's only retracing like 23% and then running again. So, like, we need to see a crash that will catalyze the recession. We don't have a crash. We haven't had that yet, and it could be a while. Thanks, Ben. Old Dash, man. I know it's pumping, but if you look at log scale, it's still a joke. Still a huge joke. Oh my god, dude. Hour and 15 minutes till kickoff, and I'm not drunk enough, chat. What are y'all doing? Dude, I'm still 5 subs away from 21,600. Are there 5 people that exist right here that are watching me? They're like, hey, this guy's okay. I don't hate him. Yeah, I'll throw him a sub, right? 5, that's all I need, dude. Hello, anyone? I know you're out there. I'm gonna have to go pee, too. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah, I gotta go. I'll be right back. Think long and hard about things. BRB.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Hello? Am I live right now? What's going on? This is crazy, man. Okay. So what happened while I was gone? Many different things. Just kidding. Yeah, man. Bitcoin's doing nothing. We've looked at many assets. We can look at Amazon. We can keep it going. Why not? Amazon entry was around 1750. With the higher low, the accumulation, the ampersand and shoulders, I think if the macro is to hold up for 3 to 5 more months, then I think Amazon has a real good chance of seeing all-time highs again. That's just me. Fundamentals are looking decent too on it, and that's what this big breakout impulse candle gave us. So yeah, hitting at 618. I think we were looking at maybe earlier or something. I can't remember, dude. Maybe I am drunk, dude. Jimmy, man, let's go. Oh my god.
Bruh.
Look at that, man.
Hefe stock $42 move today, but how high can afterwards the weekly? Oh, and LSU loses tonight. Burrow throws 4 picks.
Okay, well, you could have said LSU loses, but then when you said Burrow throws 4 picks, then you lost all credibility. And I know it was a meme. Thank you, I Gets High, for the 335 of crypto. Jeffy, man, sorry about that. How high can AFA go? Oh, the Litecoin. Well, just in time, man.
Bruh.
Guess who? Do I have a hell of a story for you?
Oh my god, sorry about that. Sorry about that, man. Here we go. Sorry, we went Super Saiyan, dude. Well, tell me the story. Do tell. Tell us in TTS, man. It'd be way more fun. Okay. Sorry. I hate when that effing thing, there's like a button I have to push to turn it on. It will, for some reason, be auto off, and you have to turn it on manually. And it's like, give me a break, man.
Bruh.
Those 2 wheel spins, Jeffy. Ethereum. How high will it go? Oh, yes. Well, accumulation. We haven't broken a neckline yet, Jeffy, man. Not yet. So don't get cocky. But let me spin a couple times. Let's see if I get wrecked before this game. Jeffy, I think you'd appreciate this. Hold on. Let me sit over here, dude. I'll do it. This one's for Jeffy, man. Next one's for Jules. All right, social. That's too loud right now. I gotta turn it down. All right, this one is for Jules himself. The Super Saiyan Jesus man. Oh! Y'all can't get me. Y'all can't get me to chug, dudes. Get wrecked. In a positive way. Fantastic. Real Drink Troll incoming. Yeah, right, dude. Real Drink Troll's scared, man. He's scared, dude, because he knows. He knows that my liver is stronger than ever. And if we ever got into a bout, I would be able to take all the blows like Rocky. I'd have brain damage, but I would still, yo, Adrian, man. Okay. So Jeffy, man. Sorry, dude. So you know it, right? It's like a clear downtrend correction we've been in since January 2018. Unfortunately, the way the stock market's at all-time highs right now, Ethereum is not. But ice line from December. It's like Ethereum Classic, Jeffy, man, right? Ethereum Classic, like hitting like its December low and bouncing. So, hey, man. I mean, we had to run up, but look. No accumulation until now. Wow. But why I said don't get cocky, kid, was because we haven't broken a neckline, which is just above you at 558. And just plotting it so we can, you have like that little guideline you can see. But oh yeah, it's kind of like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. But my God, if we haven't seen it all over these markets, Bitcoin itself was being kings like that. So, Jebby man, how high could we get? It depends. If you break the neckline, I'll just tell you what a 100% measured move is. But we have to be careful and understand that. Oh, look at that, dude. I wouldn't say 100% measured move. Say 80%. 746 is the 100%. But look left. That's probably, if it does break this, where it could go, and we could say 712. Because it would probably underperform because it's in a downtrend, right? In a downtrend. Though I know, yes, overall uptrend, meh, kind of, right? It hadn't been making higher highs, higher lows since, my God, back, late 2017. So, yeah, I think now you're confirming, maybe this could be confirmation to the market. Hey, man, one bottom, two bottoms. Oh, we like two bottoms, man. But 712 would probably be the target if we could break the neckline. Jeffy, does that help, man? Let me know. Thanks, dude.
Bruh.
1 of 7 spins equals Chug Connect. No, dude. I don't know how many. I think we've spun maybe around 7 times today, and no chug. So get wrecked. Positively, chat. Are we all caught up? Everything good? Bite his ear off. It's funny, dude, because I'm going to be buying this artwork, this Dragon Ball Z, but it's like Van Gogh had never seen a power level over 9,000. And I sent it to my buddy I played football at Bama with. We brothers, man. He said, dude, it can't work that way anyway, because Van Gogh lost his ear. He like cut his own ear off, and it made me laugh. I'm like, my God, dude, he's right. He's effing right. Let's say golds. Sure. Gold is an overall uptrend. It's beautiful, man. It's freaking fantastic. And I think there's way more upside potential on gold. Especially if you look at the oscillators. If you know the oscillator, if you've seen the oscillators a billion times, you know. Let me go to it on my other chart. This one's not saved. This one may not be saved either, dude. Okay, this one's good. Lost power like 20 times yesterday. 2 days ago, whatever. So the clear uptrend, it was really 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, now 4 on the bottom. Rallied, hit the heart line of the channel. You've pulled back. I think if you're lucky, you'll see 15-15 for a back test. Over here, 2011, 2012 levels. But you may not, because you got so effing overbought. You've reset the oscillators. You're now in bullish territory at 63, hot but not too hot. We're almost back to neutral on the MACD. So just depending on how much demand is there, this thing could attempt another rally and could go to higher highs, and we could see 1640. I just don't know how deep the retrace is going to be before we run again. But even though I do know that we have reset the oscillator, which is nice. I mean, this is me. I've been long on gold for like, I don't know, almost 2 years now. Just based on what's happening, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if you actually care about TA, technical analysis on significant time scales, gold was ungodly perfect. It was so good. Composite operator was accumulating for 6 years on gold. If you understand what a higher low is, you were like, oh yeah, he was accumulating. We were in a downtrend since 2011, dude. You know, I like actually heard people that I guess don't care about TA. They were just like, oh, dude, gold will stay the same forever, dude. It'll never go high. Like, what? Rounding action? Central banks buying $155 billion worth of gold in the past 6 years versus $10 billion worth of government bonds? What? They know what's going to happen. They know this whole world's all the currency is going to collapse. The negative interest rates, all this Rudy poo, money being printed every day, every country. Gold is one thing. composite operator was central banks in the situation at work, and you can see it on the chart. So don't even give me that, dude. Don't even give me the fact that, oh, it's just gold, man. It's going to stay the same forever. It's like, okay, dude. Okay, 10,000 years. Tried and true. John Hill says weekly bearish divergence on gold. Maybe. Oh my God, approaching the measure move. 1650. Yeah, definite bearish divergence on the weekly, and right now trying to bearish single. If you're right, John, you're right. It's a slightly higher high, much lower levels roll to strength, very low levels of positive Momo. Now let's see how the week ends. It's Monday, right? So, I mean, this could rally and be less significant. We could run all the way down to 1520, 1550 before rallying again to close the week or something. But yeah, you're right, man. It could be bearish divergence, but if we're in an overall uptrend, it could be, that divergence may underperform, right? Where, you get major reversals with divergence on the weekly and it pulls back, sells off just to make a higher low again. And then we go once more to the upside. Excuse me. Look on the 8th. Your daily candle has closed. It's over, chat. 8,100 you held. I don't think anyone cares. Bitcoin on the other hand, bullish engulfing candle yesterday, painted. We watched it live happen. Here it is. Weekly Bitcoin chart. Red candle. This new candle from last week completely covered the previous. And it wasn't a small green candle. It was a pretty effing large green candle. So, according to the trend, it's doing normal stuff, right? Where we had another engulfing candle that just dumped again. This could just as easily happen once more. But look where we closed the week. Weekly overhead resistance. We couldn't break it. So, until you break, truly... Now, 8,500 is a big deal because that is historical. That's like a checkpoint where you break that, hold it for a while, and then go to your next test, which is 9,500, 9,600. Look left. You can see it. That is the major overhead resistance for Bitcoin. Just like $65 is the major overhead resistance for Litecoin. Both assets have extreme amounts of work to do before this trend reverses. I'm sorry, chat. Still in a downtrend, still in a correction. And you can see the downtrend we are in by the supply line that we've hit and gone no higher. Okay.
Bruh.
Less than 1 hour to kickoff. Oh my God, dude. Did Jevy say we're good, man? You're going with the underdog. Sorry. Hey, you don't apologize to me, dude. I'm just going off my analysis of this whole year from watching both teams. I think LSU has a special thing going this year with Burrow. So, dude, come on. I'm getting the favorite at plus 1.5. That's crazy good, and it could definitely fail, but good news. I made the largest bet, besides the Trump bet, I made the second largest bet of my life on the Alabama-Michigan game. I was certain. I was not, I was so certain, and I'm like, I keep winning these bets, okay? In the past, I would always win these bets, these ones where I'm so certain on, but I just don't ever have the stones to go deep on what I wage. I finally pulled the trigger on the Alabama-Michigan game. And then double down at halftime. And it was just like, it was over. Made my year. Beyond my year. It's the best year I've ever had. So in betting, college football betting. And I've been doing it 11 years. So again, from my experience, what I've seen, I think LSU will win a close one, maybe. But it's not like I'm super heavy on it. Because, dude, Clemson's a good program too. I'm not disrespecting Clemson by picking LSU. There has to be a winner. They can't win 20-20. There has to be one that wins. So I just went with the favorite in the best conference that beat Alabama with Joe Burrow, that has, has more single touchdowns, passing touchdowns in a game than anyone in the history to ever play the sport. So just going with that. Heisman winner. I mean, I get it though. Gino Torretta, 92, Alabama beat the Heisman winner too. Destroyed him. So why are banks trying to buy gold? Because they know what's going to happen, man. Once the whole system collapses, they will have the currency. What are people like? What happens when the U.S. dollar and the pound and the euro and they all crash because of all this insanity of printing money and continuing to devalue it? People will just look at gold and be like, gold? Gold. There's nothing else. You go with these crappy fiats that are always, right, devalued. And then you go to gold, right? That's it. It's like, that's why they're doing it, because they see what's happening. They're not stupid. They'll act stupid, but they're the composite operator. You understand that? They're the ones that have all the money to make these higher lows, these methodical higher lows over years. Okay? Yeah, Renee, for sure. Both of them will... Well, no. Trevor Lawrence will stay one more year. He can't. He's a sophomore, right? He was a freshman last year. He is not going NFL, Renee, until next year. Oh, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain he is not going to draft. Trevor. Okay, 2 beers down, chat. Not enough. Not enough, man. Okay. Hold on.
Bruh.
Deep breaths, everybody. Type in the chat or something.
What do you think of LTC? Possible $5,561. Cheers.
Yeah, dude, probably, man. Probably, man. Wait, haven't pulled it out in a while. Your Honor, I said Kappa. No, I do not think Litecoin will ever hit $5,561. You probably meant $556.61. You just don't get it, man. He's right, dude. Litecoin's going to that high. I think he was just literally 56.61 or something. Excuse me. So Litecoin. If Bitcoin holds up, I do think that, I mean, I see resistance here where we are now. You know, we hit this September of 2018 low point and reversed. But we're still above the wicks and the candle closes. I think that this could see $53. I don't know if it's going to see 55. Right? $50 or $60 and then $65 are two overhead resistances. Look, I mean, right here at $56. It could, man. But it's on Bitcoin. It's not on Litecoin. It's like we're trying to analyze Litecoin, but it's like, no, we're not. We're analyzing Bitcoin, and Litecoin's going to follow Bitcoin. That's it. It's not like it's... I wish it was different. It's just not. It's a weird market. John looks like it will break out one day, ... Yeah, I guess, dude. One day, man. I know, Cookies. Thank you for the contribution. I was just pulling your leg. Your non-sexual chain. 55 to 61. I think if Bitcoin runs up to 8,500 again, and maybe can break 8,500, yes. If Bitcoin doesn't, no. I don't think Litecoin will. It's that simple, dude. I wish it was more complicated. This market is literally what we would call homogenous. Okay? Right now, things in the short term are pretty tied together, besides a couple, right? Like Ethereum Classic, Dash, Monero, the privacy coins. And that was the Iran stuff. And I don't know how long that's going to last because all that stuff's dying off. I mean, now it's like Iran's like what they tried to do. I told y'all that Iran has all this internal upheaval, right? They got tons of people in their like country that don't want those people in charge, those theocrats, because it's like religious fanaticism, what they do there. So people don't want that, like half the country. And so they shot down, it's confirmed now, they shot down that plane, and now these people are like, F you, our own government's doing that. So I'm just saying the privacy coins, and that might keep those privacy coins going because of that. You know, in Iran, I think they wanted the U.S. They wanted to keep the U.S. fighting and stuff, these back and forth, you know, this handshake between violence between the two countries, because it would create more solidarity internally for them. But the U.S. said, nah, dude, you don't kill any of our people, we're not going to retaliate. Why would we do that? That'd be stupid. You're backing down by doing what you did, by attacking us and not killing anyone. You just showed your hand. Okay, so again, if Bitcoin can break 8,500, then yes, Litecoin has a very good chance of hitting those prices that you asked about. If not, nope. No. You're ready to retire before 40, getting too close to comfort. Thomas Fitzgerald, dude, don't worry, man. If you're getting too close for comfort, that's okay. You can turn 40 and then not retire for a couple years, and you'll be just fine, man. All right. Let's do a straw poll on the game, because I mean, most people, again, don't care about this, but I just want to see what y'all are going to say, because the game will end tonight at some point, and we'll come back tomorrow and be like, hey, y'all pick this. Retirement's overrated? No, not at all. What? Oh my god, we have 87 votes right now, chat? Are you kidding me, man? These are the 400 people tuned in. Dude, 400 people tuned in. We got 266 likes, really? Y'all just watching, y'all don't like it. Y'all literally just saying y'all don't like watching the stream. Y'all just like watching and not liking. No, I don't do song requests, unfortunately, man. I figured doing asset requests was good enough, you know. this song is called Europa by Pryda, Pryda, which is also pretty known electronic artist. 8A, I guess that's true, man. I guess that's true. It's a lot of non-signed in people. I've been live now for nearly 2 hours. Legit, dude. Litecoin is just 10 cents away from $50. So you know how that goes. But Bitcoin go up or down in your opinion, Cameron? Do you not see the chart? I mean, like, I don't know. I would think, like, look, if you look at this downtrend, you'd say probably down, right? We've hit the supply line. We hit the supply line, right? But I'm in a long trade, and my target is like 87 to 8,800 because that's the measure move of the structure. 8,800, like right here, above 8,500, but we may not get it because the downtrend is still real. Until we break above 8,500, hold it, then run and break above 9,500 and hold it. Okay. A like is a big commitment. I know it costs like $10 trillion to like a stream. For real. Thanks, 8A. So 8124, oh my God, dude, consolidating after a nice little move up after showing forms of accumulation. So you're just at the you're literally at the precipice of an enormous crossroad right now. That's Bitcoin. It's crossroads, man. You ever seen the 80s movie with the Karate Kid? Like they're the crossroads in Mississippi and they could sell their soul to the devil or something to play guitar. Yeah, you breaking 8,500 is you defeating the guy who sold his soul to the devil, Steve I. And then at that point, you could run again. But until we break 8,500, I got nothing good to say about Bitcoin, really. Besides the fact that on the 4 hour, we have, in fact, broken out of a 2-month large range, back tested it, held, we ran up, not making higher highs yet, which is kind of concerning. But the good news is, after the impulse, you're getting consolidation. So that means we could be setting up for higher prices again to at least test 84 to 8,500 or higher. So not bad. It's really not that bad. And I know if this was to fail and fall back in the range, target is going to be 69.79 as a square up. Also an 88% retrace or near an 88% X, A, B, C, D, the bat. Probability. Yeah, dude. Probability, Nico, for sure, dude. That's right. Borax, they do. Jazz musicians sell their soul there. It's Space Jason, man. They're crossroads in space, dude. Excellent, MG. I don't do Ichimoku, but if you say that, that's a good thing. It's always a good thing, right? Gaussian channel that we use on Bitcoin. You broke the inner bands, as you can see. The Gaussian tool. So we really want to stay above that. That means like we could sell off and come all the way back down to 7,500 or so and stay above the inner band of the Gaussian channel. I mean, dude, the Gaussian channel, it takes only a few higher lows to get us to go green, and those are buying signals. So we're waiting on the Gaussian channel to go green, but it will take time. We need, but the big thing, this was not organic. This was straight up, pretty much straight down. We need organic moves. So we need to methodically make a higher high, higher low, come back down, run again. And then eventually the Gaussian channel will curve up and then go green and be buying signal. And that would be perfect. Huge impulse, correction, 65%, run again. Okay, so you use your Ichimoku, use Gaussian channel, whatever, dude. At least you can look at, you can get in gold anywhere, man. GLD is the trust on the stock market probably the most reliable one you want to get in on. That's the one I'm in. GLD over there. It's my retirement account. Whoops. What was that? Let's take a look at that poll. Remember, if you haven't voted, go ahead. 20 minutes till kickoff. Nope, no one's suing you, Nico, dude. Don't worry, man. Don't you worry. I mean, they might. I don't think they will. So, here we go. Oh my god, dude. 150 votes, too. 96 people think Clemson's going to beat LSU. So, the public is on the underdog here. Wow. All right, man. Best of luck to all of you. I feel a lot better now. Since I'm on LSU. Normally the public loses, dude. All right, I'm going to save that. Yeah, Wait. Okay. You made your bed. What the F? Sorry. David B says LSU will win. Oh my god, we have indifference everywhere. Holy crap. Might order an Uber or something instead of driving. Screw driving, dude. Do the time it would take. $20. So $40 round trip. Nice. This is how long it's gonna take, man. Maybe like 30 minutes when he gets here. I don't know. I can confirm it right now. Try to spoken if y'all win. I down a jack on. That's not how it works, dude. Why inverse me, dude? I mean, like, in my track record in college football, I've been doing 11 years, and this year was like my best year ever, and I'm just taking the team I think's gonna win, and that's all I've been doing every week, well, during football season. So I don't know, man. Like, again, I have a really good line though. I have like, it was teased with Bama, which obviously covered. SJ said she voted for LSU. She's a girl. Haven't watched one game. All right. She's on my side. Let's go. Oh my God. MG says he bought a 3800 Wahoo smart bike with his earnings. Let's go, dude. At one time, that was 1 Bitcoin. Not anymore. High seas, I completely agree. Who was saying that that wasn't true? Who said that they didn't belong? What? Did not read that. Oh, wait. Apex says Ohio State would win if the refs didn't. I'll tell you this. Ohio State would have won if they decided to not beat around the bush and screw around in the first half. You realize LSU gets this opportunity against Clemson, they will blow out Clemson. It should have been like 24-0 in the first half of that LSU or of that Ohio State Clemson game, but they let Clemson hang around. Alligator blood hanging around. Sorry, dude. I think Ohio State beat themselves in that game. They could have put it away early, but decided not to. So, but I took Clemson in that game anyway, plus 5.5. So even if Ohio State would have won that game, I would have covered. Thank you, teasers. You're amazing. Spider-Man!
I got my money on Mitch.
Bruh.
That means LSU. All right, Smiley dude. Let's spin the wheel. Let's go, dude. Let's get lit as F before I call this Uber. Okay. Let's get lit. Excuse me. Oh my god, this is the luckiest wheel spin night ever, Smiley. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, dude. Wacha. Cheers, dude. But I'll sip with you, okay? I remember targeting being really bad. Like, I remember the crown of the helmet and calling, dang, dude, that's targeting. Again, I don't care because I didn't need Clemson to win. I just needed them to barely lose. And they decided to win, and that's not my fault. I wasn't betting for that. So, my experience in 2017, I had a little bit, but I was really more of a spectator at that time in crypto because, dude, did you not know, like, I mean, I was deep in PayPal and Nvidia and Activision back then, dude. The stock market was killing it back then. It was just out of curiosity. What the? Bitcoin's doing this, man? Are you kidding me? IOTA? What are these pieces of crap? What is this technology? And I started... So it actually got... You should thank the 27 scrub Great FOMO because I wouldn't be here probably if it didn't happen. I probably would have stayed on the stock market and did my thing. So there you go, man. Come at me, chat. Smiley, you tried. You failed. It's okay, man. At that point, I was also kind of, you know, I was out at a bar. We were all having a good time celebrating because I figured I won my bet. And it was a lot. It was just like, it's just, It's crazy how it's just like, it doesn't stop. And then all of a sudden, like, you got to pay the government absorbent amount, stupid amount, like depressing amounts of money. In a 3-month period. I have to report my taxes quarterly. Okay, so like the amount I had to pay in taxes is just depressing. And then my gas lamp shatters and falls over for the first time in 25 years or something. And then I've got 2 really bad leaks that have left me stupid amounts of water damage that now it's just like everything that was so good is now just like so bad. It's just like the whole universe just evened out. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Yeah, Tesla Connect. We looked at it earlier. 525. It was actually of a percent after hours. Unbelievable. It reminds me of Nvidia back in the day. No, I'm not Jonesing it. What about the touchdown play too? I mean, that was also controversial, right? All right, is it time to call Uber? 30 minutes till kickoff. I don't want to leave, man. Finish this beer. 8,140 on Bitcoin. Oh my God, we're not doing anything. We're just sitting there looking here, listening. Thomas, you got nothing to worry about, man. I think what we're doing right now, like, okay, this is like something I don't ever talk about really. I talk about like once or twice every month or something, I guess, this going on. So what I think's happening, we had our initial impulse. We're correcting. And the correction could fail here and dump again. And that's okay. But I think whether we retrace at the 61.8% retrace so far, that's what it is. 618 from a low to high, 61. That's a golden retrace. If it's not here, then it's going to be the 786 around 5,000 or so. 5,200, 5,400. If it's not that, it's going to be the 886 at 4,400. But wherever this asset, Bitcoin, decides to reverse, I believe we will get a very major retrace to the upside. Meaning, if it was high to low, 618, I think eventually in time we would see 10,150 or 11,000. That's my opinion on this. That's where I think we will go. Now, of course, if say we dump here and sell off again and we are not done with the correction and we go down to, 5,400 or whatever for the 786 retrace, then now it's like 9,600 to 10,600. It depends on where the bottom is. But if this was truly the bottom, then I think in time Bitcoin will see 10,150 to 11,000. That's just me.
Keep being a cool person, thanks.
Bruh.
Let's go. Let's freaking go. 6, man. Thank you for the 1440 of crypto, I believe. Let's wheel spin because we are running out of time, dude. 30 minutes to kick off. I got to get my Uber and I got to head to my destination. Getting too far, but it's only somewhat of a drive. And they have to come here to me, get me, so. Social. All right. So you drink, I drink, we all drink. Let's go, chat. Pitbull, you were here in the live stream, man. What the heck? We looked at a link earlier in the stream. And I know you were here before that. So I drank. Boom. That was for you. 6, man. We got smileys. We got 6s. We got the majority of the audience thinking that Clemson will win. I'll do a couple more polls for people that did not vote on this. Race Slaw, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Nostrum, not yet. Not yet. Get your vodka. Just because I live in the woods doesn't mean... It's not the woods. I live in the beautiful, beautiful suburbs, dude. I live in the... It's the second richest zip code in like Alabama. It's probably the 3rd in the state or 4th in the state because there's one, the 35244 where my parents live. That zip code's stupid. Because like there are all these mansions on 119 that are like that skew it all, but like I'm in 35242, so there's Mountain Brook, there's one in Huntsville, there's one in Mobile, and there's then mine. So I'm not in the woods, dude, by any means. I'm in a really good area. And that's like, hey, but you know, the problem is I have to live in Alabama, so kind of evens out. Who are cats? There are no cats in this game. They're both tigers, dude. Which are cats, I know, but I'm surprised absolutely no one in this entire chat has ever even said once, I think that the Tigers will win, man. That'd have been the funniest. 35223, is that the one up in Huntsville or Mobile? No, it can't be. 35. Mountain Brook, yes, yeah, that's right down the road. I'm Oak Mountain, that's Mountain Brook, yeah. Correct, MG. Just down the road. Then there, but look, if you look, 35244, also big one, dude.
FTX 1D, we gonna break out? Chug Dodger, snaring face.
Chug Dodger? No, I'm not, dude. Get out of here, Adrian. It's gonna be another spinner drinks, dude. This is your 3rd one, right? Thank you, man, for the 10. The 30. I really appreciate that. But you can't say I'm dodging, dude. All right, here we go. Here we go. We'll look at it too. 8153 on the corn. Social, man. You drink, I drink, we all drink. Oh my god. I don't know if I do a measured move on Bitcoin SV, dude. I'll probably do fib extensions. LSU for the win. Remember this? Dude, Anderson, I mean, I'm not... Look at the shirt I'm wearing, dude. Is this orange? I actually literally have a Clemson golf shirt that Mr. Schaffer gave me as a Christmas present. I'm not wearing it right now, am I? Dude, my parents do business with Dabo Sweeney's parents-in-law in Birmingham. So, like, again, I wasn't invited to walk on Alabama. So was Dabo Sweeney, right? Like, I have every reason to go for Clemson, but I just think that LSU will probably win this game. It's not about... If it had everything to do with, like, personal reasons why, I'd be on Clemson, right? Almost look like another boring no volume day. Still could be. It probably will be, dude. I mean, like, you know, it could change, but what were you at? What was that? FDX? FedEx? FedEx, man. It's been climbing. Member, dude. Member. Just real quick without doing anything. I get it, a lower low, but you've rallied. You haven't filled. The gap fill is around 163. That hasn't happened yet. All right, I gotta order this Uber, I guess, right? Shoot. Burger. Let's see. Finding my ride. 7 minutes. My God, dude, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, hey, welcome to the suburbs, dude. Get wrecked. So it was like an inverse head and shoulders at first, and what I loved about it was the low to high, 88% retrace, and we're still not making lower lows yet, rallying. So the neckline still exists. IMO. Now we probably adjust it, refine it, right? We got like 1, 2, 3 now. So go fill the gap, 163, 80. And then maybe break 165, and then we would adjust here and be like, okay, measure move now will put you, you know, around 197, nearly $200 if we could break out. But again, dude, we are not making any higher highs yet. You understand that, right? So until FedEx breaks and holds above 167, breaks and holds above 178, 180, it's a scrub, right? It is not going to reverse its trend yet at all. Okay? That's it on FedEx. Holy crap, Adrian A. Thanks for the freaking 30 on the day. I'm really, really grateful. And, you know, joking aside, you know, we make fun and we have fun. You know, it's like, it's not like that. It's fun to do that. You know, we're just like, you hit me, I hit you, whatever. We have fun, dude. So thank you, man. Neo is weird. It's good though. You know, something about Neo, it's keep making those higher effing lows. It even made a look, you know, Ethereum Classic, right? Ethereum Classic made a 100% retrace from its December 2018 lows. Neo didn't. Neo made like an 88, 78% retrace, rallied, dumped, made a higher low again, rallied, dumped, made another higher low. Neo is continually making higher lows now, which is kind of interesting for an S coin. Wow. Texas McMahon, I don't know what that is, but I don't have much time. Okay, with y'all, okay, chat. I have 5 minutes, and they'll be here, so I gotta leave in like 3 minutes. So you want to wreck me? Well, I mean, I don't know. This asset, 1.1 million volume. This is almost like very bearish trend, McMom. So understand, you're owning an asset that has only ever made lower highs, lower lows. It's not a good thing to be in for a long time. For time at all. Not a good thing. Okay, so I get it. But again, I wouldn't be in this for long at all. This is a terrible asset to invest in. Okay, you can tell by the lower highs. There's only distribution going on. That's it. There's absolutely no accumulation. So owning an asset like this is just asking to lose money in time. Okay? Just saying. Let's go to Bitcoin and wrap this up, man. Thank you all for being here. 8,169 on the corn of bits. Just contracting on its price, right? Higher lows, about the same high. Almost like accumulation, dude. What? On the daily? A little bit. 4 hour. You can see here we're climbing at the highest level we've seen since literally today. Or yesterday, whatever, dude. Where's this person at? 4 minutes away. Mitch after show space jazz and that. I don't think so, dude. All right, Texas. Well, I'm not a day trader like your son. I'm just a swing trader. So for a swing trader, that's death chart. No, thank you. 81.75 on the corn. Reaching, you know, I mean, again, look what's going on, right? Though you had a lower high than this high, that doesn't mean anything. Then not yet, right? Lower high, but the next move was for you to sell off to lower prices then, but you didn't. You made a higher low. So the impulse set the tone for the consolidation. So this could just be getting ready to climb up to test 83.27. So just keep that in mind. Here we are. We're traders settled up. 8,200 and no higher. You break 8,200, you could have a nice climb. And we had a couple wicks like that. I'm just telling you, I think if you break 8,200 for real, you're going to see 83.33. Okay? That's it. Already went to Link, Pitbull, dude. Just rewind the stream, man. You will see the effing analysis I did on Link. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, Alex, got LSU plus 1.5. Also have a small bet. That most of my money is on LSU just plus 1.5. Okay, I have a small bet on the over in LSU plus 1.5. That's just the entertainment. Maybe what to me is entertainment is not entertainment for you in terms of the amount, but it's just that's the way it happens. But all right, I got to get out of here. 8,200 is where Bitcoin is right now. Of course, you're pumping when the effing national championship game is on 82.10. Come on, man. Big, major resistance, right? Cha, dudes. Uber's on the way. 364, y'all. Thanks for 311 likes. Y'all are nice. Y'all are amazing. Really appreciate this community. Y'all are the light of my life. And y'all have changed my life forever in a positive way. And 82.31 on Bitcoin. Unbelievable, dude. Driver is arriving in 2 minutes. So chat, I love y'all so much. Again, 82.40, I'm getting out of here, but the title game's starting. If Bitcoin's pumping by the game's end, I will be back tonight effing drunk probably. So I do love y'all. And I will return. Thank you for the likes, love, support, the contributions. Until next time. Respect the T. A.